Ow. I just smashed myself in the face with a piece of wood while I was chopping wood. That really hurt. Back at it again. It's been too long since I've been up, and even longer since I posted a video. So I'm heading out of Opeongo Lake today. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with this lake, just because of its size and the way the wind behaves. Today the wind is up a bit, but it's on my back, and so that might help me move along. Sometimes when the waves come up from behind, that's not much better than when they come from any other direction. The waves start breaking over the back of the kayak. It gives me a bit of grief. Makes it hard to stay the course. But we'll see what happens. I did get here earlier than I expected, so I can take a leisurely course. I can hug the shore. I can be safe. And if worse comes to worse, I don't take the portage at the end of the day. I'll take it at the beginning of tomorrow. The park is pretty well empty. No reason for me to sacrifice any kind of safety for maintaining the schedule. So I found a little spot here to take a rest, because I definitely need it. Rounding a couple of points, a few things happen. The land under, the bottom of the lake changes, and it tends to make the waves that are coming in grow a bit. But at the same time, I don't want to be out in the middle, so I take my chances. I'd rather wipe out close to shore than up there. But right now it's peaceful, and I'm about to start the portion of this lake that took me off course a few years ago. On my second attempt at this lake, I did what I'm going to do now, and that is I'm going to follow to the west into Grand Bay until I feel it's safe to head north, and then I'll just stick to the west shore all the way to my portage. I'm making good time. I've only been on the lake about 2 hours, so it's about 3 p.m. That should, if that pattern holds, should put me at my portage around 5-ish. So I'm well underway on Opeongo North, and I haven't filmed very much on this lake because, well, I've been busy. Some of the spots, the water was really rough. It wasn't necessarily pushing me off course or anything, but I did have a couple waves break into the kayak, which was a bit alarming. But I stayed the course. I stuck close to shore. I'm probably making good time to get to my portage. It's a 2.5-hour portage, and then onto the lake I'm supposed to be camping at. Notice I said supposed to be camping at, because I don't think I'm going to do it. I may have the time, but I'm just running out of steam. So I don't know if a 2-hour portage is a good idea after paddling the entire length of Opeongo. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to camp at the campsite closest to that portage, because I can make up a couple hours tomorrow morning, I think. So here I am, pretty well set up. My hammock is hung. Way off in the woods, my rope for the bag is hung, the food bag. And I've got firewood here. And got the fire pit ready to go, which I've rebuilt from scratch. Dinner tonight is a favorite. Just a couple of kebabs. Real simple, no dishes. Got meat and veg. Looking forward to it. This is what it's about right here. Campfire. Great big lake. And perfectly cooked beef. There's two things I think about usually when I go camping like this. Want to be a nice waterfall or something. This is the other one. We're bringing a lot of emotional baggage into the park with me this trip. I'm hoping I can leave some of it here. Let nature take care of it for me. There's just too much going on out there in day-to-day life. So every now and then, just gotta come out here and de-stress. I checked the time as I was eating my supper, and it was 7 o'clock. I arrived here at 5, so I pretty sure doing that 2.5 hour portage definitely worth skipping, because it's about 7:30 right now, and I would just be getting out of the portage now. I still have to paddle a bit and then set up camp. By the time I was eating, it was 2 hours from the time I landed to the time I was eating. That would put me at 9:30 having supper in the dark. Wow, darkish. Not the way I want to spend my first night here. This is much better. Just some notes on this site if anyone's thinking of staying here. The landing is this angled rock, which can be tricky. The fire pit was terrible, but it's pretty good now. And it's all angled, so there's nowhere to put a tent. It's very exposed for the mosquitoes and black flies, but this isn't the site proper. Behind my hammock is the trail that leads off to the proper site where there's a flat space for a tent, but it's very closed in, quite small. So I decided I wanted to take advantage of the view and the wind for the bugs. So I just moved a few things down here, and this is my home for the night. So you'll see I'm all decked out in black. When I got to the site, I needed to change of clothes. I was cold and wet, so I set my stuff out to dry. They're pretty well dry now. So I got the long underwear on, and then this nice athletic synthetic material over top, and the mosquitoes seem to not be able to get through it. So this is a Paradox shirt and Wind Sport soft shell pants. Actually, these might be my wife's pants. Explain why my ass looks great.
I'm playing around with the new GoPro camera. Got a Hero Plus for my birthday, I think it was. Too long ago. I should have used it by now. And have it mounted to a stake in the ground, and I'm just doing a time lapse. You saw the little red light. That was one shot every minute. I think I'm going to need an hour to get 2 seconds of video.
So I just tried to connect my tablet to my GoPro so that I could see the pictures and the video that are on there, and it didn't work. It needs a password that was set up when the camera was originally purchased, and since this is a refurb camera, I'm probably not going to get that password. So it's a little disappointing, because it means that my tablet, which is fairly heavy, is just kind of dead weight on this trip. I'll have to sort it all out when I get home. But I took the memory card out of the camera and put it in the tablet, and I could see the several hundred pictures from my time-lapse videos there. So I got something, and it's going to work good. It's got a really wide field of view. I need to take that into account if I'm doing any kind of videos like that. Anyway, I'm off for the night. We'll see what tomorrow brings.